I guess in some last updates that I can mention, because I like to mention stuff going on with life stuff when I'm playing the Assassin's Creed series, considering it's been going on since 2020. It's been going on for years now, this series. So it's the series that I most like to talk about stuff going on in my life, because it's basically the closest thing that I have to journal entries, and I can look back at this one day and be like, whoa, that was going on in my life around that time. As an update to my truck, it seems to be working pretty well now. I'm pretty sure the last time I was giving the update about, like, the god-awful experience with part source getting new spark plugs, and it's seeming to work well from there. Well, since then, it has continued to work great, like, mechanically in terms of the engine and all of that. The clutch is not great. I mean, it was never great since I first started using it, but, like, it feels like it's getting worse. Like, I need to push it down further and further to engage it. Like, I basically have to push it down all the way to the floor if I want to change gears. And even then, sometimes I still struggle to change gears. Like, it's not quite pressed in all the way, is what it feels like. And you press it to the floor, and it squeaks rapidly like a Pikachu being juiced. It's like... And it's very concerning. Nightmare mode. It's in the stream title. I always play every game on this channel on the hardest difficulty. Is how it goes around here. So... I wanna get that looked at. The one time that it was leaking, which I think was the case, 3 Freaks Costwood. Okay, well this wasn't the place, but I'll get the chest while I'm here anyway. I think that there was the brief leak last time that I streamed this. And in case I hadn't mentioned it, like I'm sure I did, but just in case I hadn't, I ended up going to a picnic with a bunch of my old Taekwondo classmates and ended up taking the truck as a bit of a test drive and getting like the engine going a little bit more. And got it there, and after it had sat for a little while, I checked under the hood. Let's check that one, I guess. I don't know. Checked under the hood with a friend of mine there that I was chatting with it about, and it was leaking from the carburetor, which is something that I thought I fixed the leak of months ago. And in all my tests since, it has not leaked. I have been testing it in the backyard a decent bit, just letting it run, and it hasn't leaked. I have taken it on one drive since then, just one drive. I went out to get ice cream with my dad, and it didn't leak. It sounded like it was running pretty good, not perfectly. It sounds like it's getting too much fuel, so I think the carburetor needs adjusting, and that could have been why it was leaking that one time. Maybe. So maybe at the shop with the professionals that know this stuff, maybe they can adjust the carburetor properly and get it all set up for me for long-term use. I want them to have a look at that clutch and adjust it if they can, and if they can't, then let me know what parts I need to fix it, and I'll try to fix it this winter. We shall see. I want to see you doing this nightmare grind with a weapon that caps your HP at 25% for 100% damage. Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't think I'm gonna take next year to replay Odyssey. Just to redo it again. With that, as funny as it'd be.
They'll be watching for me.
Already struggling enough as is to get on top of playing all these games here. I should have quick saved before I came in. Whoa, how about you don't? I want to destroy this statue. If I could actually target it, that'd be great. Oh, did you just do some damage on the statue yourself? That's amazing. But this isn't actually what I wanted. I wanted the thingamabob that's supposed to be around here. It's supposed to be somewhere, at least. Is it Fariah's Retreat? That's definitely around here somewhere. Oh, this is probably sunken. It's probably that. I gotta escape now. I'm dumb. Anyway, and one of the things that my dad and I really wanted to do on my truck last year was to clean out the fuel tank, get it steam cleaned for the winter through a friend of my dad's that'd be able to do that during the winter. Can't really do that during the summer since he has like a lot of other jobs going on around that time, but in winter where no one would really be looking into getting that done, can get that done then. Plus, it's not being driven during the winter, so why not? And last year, I filled it up at the beginning of September with what I thought would be my last full tank of the year. And then the garage started smelling like gas, and then that's how I found out I had a fuel leak. And then it'd been like one thing after another up until today. So we couldn't exactly take off the fuel tank last winter because it was completely full. It was filled to the brim with gas. So, ow. So yeah, so much for that plan. So we want to do it this year, now that it's actually driving. And while it's not working great, do definitely want to still do that this year because it will probably help it work better if the tank isn't full of decades, if it's not full of 70 years worth of crud. So yeah, that'd be good to get properly cleaned out so there's no crud that's getting through to the engine. Like, ideally the fuel filter will be blocking all that stuff, but then you can also like get clogs and that screws with the pressure and how much fuel is going through, and it's just not good to get crud going through. So definitely want to sort that out. So I currently have 3/4 of a tank. So before putting it away properly for this winter, I want to spend as much of that fuel as I can. I want to get it as close to 0 as I can before I store it away in my cousin's garage for another winter. And here, let's go ahead and mark things first, so that we can remove that fuel tank, get it cleaned. Uh-oh, my eagle's not telling me anything. And then things should be a whole lot better next year. So while I'm still not trying to drive it all that much, while the clutch is a little bit funny, I do have an appointment booked at the end of this month for this shop to take a look at it. So September 30th, I'll be going in right at the end of the month, and we'll see what they can do. They'll do what they can, and what they can't, hopefully give me a parts list, and I can figure out sourcing those parts and then install them myself later, or if I need help, like, get them to do it. And hopefully the mechanical stuff should be done very, very soon here. And then next year can hopefully start on some of the more aesthetic stuff. We shall see. Some of the more fun things that aren't about making it work getting from point A to point B. The whole making it work reliably from point A to point B should hopefully be done in the nearest future, because, like, I'm so close. I'm so dang close now. But anyway, so I'll have to go to and from this appointment, which is a decent bit out of town. It's actually right near where Fragapalooza is. And I also want to take it to a show in a couple weeks' time. So this weekend I'm going to a car show with my dad in his 49 Mercury truck. And then next week, wow, Sly Cooper intensifies there. Then next week I plan on going to a car show that is a little ways out. I went to it last year. I only got to go to 2 car shows last year when my truck was briefly working last year. And there's one of those that's going on again. I want to go again this year. So that'll also be an excuse for me to spend some of the fuel. So car show with my dad's truck this weekend, and car show with my truck next weekend. So I've got back-to-back weekends of taking antique trucks to shows, which should be fun. And then next weekend is also like the fruit festival that's going on afterwards that I'm looking forward to. And maybe someone can tell me what this apple is, because I have no idea. And it would be good to know what's being grown on that tree. And then I can label it and then never forget again. So that should be fun. So I think I'm basically just going to go to and from this one show, and then to and from this appointment for service. And then I'll just see how much fuel is left. And then I'll just take it for drives here or there with however much fuel is left until I burn it for the year. And then that's it. That's how much driving I get for the year, however much that turns out to be. So I do got to figure out burning what fuel I have, and that's my current plan. 2 long trips back and forth, and then I'll do short trips for however much is left needed to burn it off. And then when I'm pretty close to low, like pretty close to empty, I'll take it to my cousin's garage, let it idle there for a decent bit, and burn what I can. And the closer I can get that to empty, the better. That would be nice. And then give it like a fresh new tank next year. Or at least, like, when it's an empty tank, put it back on, pour a little bit of gas into it just so I can drive it to the gas station and then properly fill it up. And then next year it should be working a whole lot better, and things should be great. Amazing. Gathering strength, collect all keepers' insights in episode 1. I just got a Steam achievement. Am I even in the same place anymore? I sure am not. But this counts as over here, so. Might of Artemis. This ability enhancement is now available in the abilities menu. Well, let's have a look-see here. That's one of, yeah, I do have that assigned. I don't really use it all that much. Maybe this will convince me to use it. Rain down a burst of arrows in a 3-meter radius around you, dealing 450% hunter damage. Enemies inside the area are stunned for 5 seconds and take crit damage from melee attacks and abilities. Special arrows can be used. Well, it's time to use some of these ability points then. Enhance. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, that works great, I think. That works pretty good. Yeah, oh, this one is done. compromise domain. I just have to do it with other ones here too. Probably kill the leader there. I can do that really, really quickly and then wrap up the stream. Because taking out the last little smidges of the bars is just going to be going around like killing people and doing objectives, which I guess, again, I could do on stream for potentially 2 reasons. One is trying to have this game beat Persona 5's record on my channel. And 2 is like more excuse to ramble about stuff going on. So maybe I'll just end up doing it on camera next time anyway. Is maybe what I'll do. Oh, am I really in the restricted area right here? Okay, quick save. Because usually when I start these streams is when I have the most stuff going on to share. That slowly gets narrowed down as the stream goes on. So if next stream starts with something where there's not really going to be like any cutscenes happening in game, I'm just going around playing the video game and I get to ramble about stuff in the meantime. That might actually work kind of well. I don't know. I don't know. Something for me to figure out before next time. Whee! Thought that was a person. End of this fence for a second. But luckily it's not. So yeah, anyway. I hope that the truck is able to get properly sorted out soon. But we shall see. We shall see what happens here. There's more positive than negative with it at this point, which is good. So do that, phone a friend, and then do this, which will also stun you, like that. Well, sure didn't stun you for long. How are you still alive? Yeah, you do a lot of damage to me, but you don't quite one-shot me anymore. On this difficulty mode. And my friend is down, that sucks. Just kill you and then get out, I think. Well, I need to kill other people anyway, so like... Okay, well, there's some of those statue guys. I wasn't paying enough attention. I wanted to try out my thing, and it sure didn't seem like it stunned them. Maybe I did it a little bit late here. Maybe just a smidge. Quickly switch between realms by selecting the portal section in the map menu. Oh, I guess I'm technically not trapped here. In that case... Wait. Isn't the plot still, like, needing to figure out how to get out of here in this realm? I don't know. It does make sense gameplay-wise that you'd be able to go back to the main game whenever you want. Okay, let's see here.
Let's hope no one notices me here.
May as well do that. Come on. Come on. Drop down. It makes me miss the AC1 to Revelations controls where I could just press these buttons to do a back jump immediately. The later games got more flashy parkour, but the earlier games had so much more control over your parkour. Just something that I appreciate about them. Hey, plot's over. You free. I guess so. I guess I clearly did it. Alright, let's see here. Let's snag this as I'm going by. Oh. Oh, I was gonna phone my friend. I guess we can go over here and then fight by a cliff and then things are great. Like, hi. Nice miss. Come on. There we go. Coming. Hi, friends. Here, let's force them to come over this way. All right, everyone's coming over here now, I think. What? How did I not parry that? Okay, time for more. What? Why'd I go nowhere? Why'd I go nowhere when I used my special? Like, I realized a little bit later it was on the farther guy, but usually I still lunge over. How the heck was I targeted on the farther guy and not the guy right in front of my face? Man. It's currently 1:27 in the morning. I'm gonna do this and then I'm going to sleep. Gotta get up at a decent hour, go get groceries for my Oma during the day. Go over to her place, make sure that everything is all A-okay. And then come back home, pack up to go out to the lake. Get everything ready for... Why can't I shoot the... Oh, well, it just wasn't showing the red. I could shoot it. Get the truck ready for the show tomorrow. Because the Mercury is the nice, super shiny, beautiful one. So we're probably going to wax that up. My truck, I just try to wash off any flowers and stuff that any trees have blown onto it. Well, the trees don't blow it onto it, but the flowers come from the trees. You know what I mean. So, not as much work that goes into preparing my truck when it's in the state that it's in. Where it's not quite as shiny beautiful. It's a work in progress. But my dad's truck that's super shiny. And especially with, like, the black sections, it becomes really, really easy to see dust on it. So, yeah, we're probably going to want to clean that up really well. Is probably the case. So, that'll take a decent bit of work tomorrow. That's why most DLC companions being stuck in a different location or side content in the menu. Yeah. And yeah, it does make sense that I have a portal that I can get out from gameplay-wise. But I'm pretty sure the plot here, story-wise, was that I was trapped here. And that what's-her-face that sent me here was like, hey, the puzzle is figuring out, like, how to surpass this challenge, this level that I prepared for you. And then we get here and we find out that the challenge is, like, how to get out. Again. And resolve the conflict and stuff here. Well, I love the splash sound effect as they're landing. I don't know why I find that funny, but I love it. Okay, can I just, like, do this, maybe? Okay, that does a whole bunch of damage. Can I say... Okay, and then there's, like, slow-mo for a little bit. That does not seem to be doing what it was advertising. Okay, let's do this. There we go. No more rulers. Kill all overseers in Elysium. I just got an achievement. Okay, well. There goes a whole bunch of control, but still nowhere near enough. Are you kidding me? Have I just not done a lot of objectives in this area of the world? Or something or other? Please. Because the other ones are nearly done. Do I still know I'm here? Yeah, I just look at Donkey Kong side mode and Mario plus Rabbids because it's its own mode. You're not spoiling the story by just returning to Peach's castle. Yeah, it's like its own mini game that you can play at any time. It's kind of fun. You still know I'm here. I still haven't lost you. What the heck? Oh, now you've lost me. Now I hide in the flowers, right? Okay. I'll probably go back to that fort and do other objectives sometime later. So I might just do... Am I hidden? It's not showing, like, the little hidden thing over... Oh, there we go. Now the hidden thing is over me. Just want to see if the icon changes. It just has the little triangle on it to show enhanced, I guess. Come on. Yeah, 1:30 in the morning. I should go to bed here. Maybe sometime when I'm back, I'll start doing more of my playthroughs that I'm a little bit more behind on, in that I haven't streamed them since Fragapalooza. Like Persona 3 Reload and Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. That if I actually commit, I should be able to beat before Brothership comes out, but I actually have to try. Like, I started playing it before Frag, and I'm like 10 parts in. Why are those textures glitching out right there? What is going on with that? What is happening there? And okie doke, take care of their GMK. I'm gonna call it a night here in a hot second. Once that guy gives up, there we go. Yeah, that was all the fun updates going on around here. Let's see. Go ahead and hard save. I will really quickly check the map as well. Yeah, until 3:16 a.m. last time. Hold on. So, yeah, this one is compromised domain. So I turned it green. This is just a tiny little notch. This has a pretty tiny notch. And this one still has like half. What do I do here? Destroy this fort? Can I do things here? Like, it's so grindy. You basically have to kill everyone. It feels like if you wanna whittle this stuff down. Yeah, high quality graphics, guys. Realism over quality seems to be the way. That's the way the mountain's supposed to look. Anyway, this last quest that I have, I might just do it on camera, but there's also a chance that I might just do it off camera. I'm not sure, because it's just going around killing people until the bar is lowered enough that the objective is complete. So, what this feels like is Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torn of the Golden Country, the DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That DLC made itself artificially longer by requiring you to complete a certain amount of side quests before it let you complete the story, before it let you continue the story. So there was a few milestones where the story was just improgressible until you went and completed so many side quests, which was like most of them that were available there. So you had to spend so many hours going around doing all these random side quests to unlock the privilege of continuing the story of the main game. And it sucked. Is it just me or does... Oh, yeah, that looks fine from here. But you go out to here, and the textures look stretched on the hill. Interesting. This just feels like that, where it's just a method of artificially lengthening the DLC in an already absurdly long game. Like, if they really wanted to have just weakening Persephone's control and make it feel like you're actually working towards weakening her control, then just have it be kill the 4 overseers. Kill all the overseers in all the places. And I did that. The overseers defeated in all the places. So you kill the main head honcho in each of them. Like, it should have just been that. And then that would still be a quest all about weakening her control, but one that doesn't take like hours upon hours of grinding, going around killing everyone that you can to bring that bar all the way down to the bottom. You would just have to go in, kill one specific person, get out. And that can be like a fun, meaningful challenge, like I just did with this person here. I figured out like getting in, killing that person, and getting out. And that can be kind of fun. It can be kind of short. It doesn't have to take too long, as opposed to I gotta go back, I gotta do all the objectives here. I probably gotta find other forts that I can kill people at. I probably gotta find random guards at other places that I can kill if I want to get that bar all the way down to the bottom. And even then, I don't know if that bar will be all the way down to the bottom. I don't know how the heck I got these low enough. Maybe just by killing enough guards as I was doing other side quests, but like, you'd think I would have taken out a decent few in this section too, but who knows? But yeah, from what you've heard, this is basically what the Suicide Squad DLC is doing. What, they just artificially lengthen themselves with do this objective so many times before you can progress the main stuff. Like, it's just not a fun way to handle progression. Like, at least with Torn of the Golden Country, its main story is pretty short. So, the developers felt the need to artificially lengthen that because the game was so dang short otherwise, and I guess they wanted it to feel like there was a little bit more meat to it or something like that. I still don't like that, but at least in its defense, that's better than a game that I already have. How long do I have in this file now? I'm coming up on 100 hours here. Steam tells me I have like 127 hours in it at this point. I don't know what the truth is. I know that I left this game on overnight by accident once, so Steam might not be 100% accurate. But when the game is already that long, and I have not been trying to go around doing as much side stuff as I can. I have basically just been doing the main story, any side quests that really interest me along the way, and the DLC main story with like no distractions along the way at that point when I got to the DLC. Like, I have not been taking my time with this adventure. Like, maybe in the beginning by going around doing like the optional objectives just along the routes that I was running to an extent there. But for the most part, I have not been trying to make this like 100% playthrough or anything. This is just a casual playthrough of trying to go start to finish of all the main content that there is to get the credits to roll on each of the different stories. And you feel the need to make it take even longer by telling me to kill enough guys to reduce that bar all the way to the bottom before I can progress the story? Like, that just genuinely ticks me off a little bit. So, yeah. There's a chance I might do it off camera, or I might do it on camera and ramble about stuff. But either way, I'm just gonna have to run around and kill a bunch of guys, which is not fun. And I'm not doing that tonight. It's 1:37 in the morning. I thought I'd be able to finish episode 1 tonight and start episode 2. Get pranked. Guess not. I mean, if I wanted to really commit, I'm sure I could tonight. But I'm not gonna stay up until like 3 in the morning tonight. Like I said, I want to get to bed at a decent hour. Now that I'm all sniffly and stuff, I kind of want to get to sleep. is the case. So, yeah. I have one last really quick fun update that I can share. Looking at my desk here. My case for Switch games, I recently lost the lid to it. My question mark block that I keep Switch games in. I couldn't find the lid recently, and I could not find it for the life of me. And I was like, did it drop on the ground somewhere? Did it fall into the trash? Where did it go? Like, it's gotta be around somewhere. There's no way I would have misplaced that. I typically just place it somewhere and then forget that I place it somewhere. But I couldn't find it for the life of me. So I 3D printed a new one. Because it's not that much effort to 3D print a new one. And then I found it in my Switch case earlier today. So now I have 2 lids to the same box. Anyway, that was something dumb earlier today that I figured I mentioned there. That's neither here nor there, just a little dumb thing. But yeah, appreciate everyone that tuned into another stream here. And it's that very same question mark block that's in the bottom right of this layout here. I guess I have 2 lids for it now. So yeah, appreciate everybody that tuned into another stream here. Anybody that's continuing to tune into these Assassin's Creed streams when this game never ends. And yeah, I'm gonna sleep now and dream about this game one day ending. Won't that be a beautiful sight?